Oh, that's a big accident for Kubica.
Oh no! Mark Webber's gone right up there.
Formula One is the pinnacle of motorsport, where drivers push the limits at speeds exceeding 200 miles per hour, but sometimes things go terribly wrong. Welcome to our countdown of the 10 worst F1 crashes of 2024. 10. Fernando Alonso's crash. Brazilian Grand Prix qualifying. We kick things off in Brazil, where a chaotic qualifying session saw multiple crashes. Fernando Alonso lost control in the wet conditions, slamming into the barriers and causing one of the session's 5 red flags. Thankfully, he walked away unharmed. 9. Lance Stroll's crash. Brazilian Grand Prix qualifying. Another victim of the treacherous Interlagos conditions was Lance Stroll. His crash was just one of several incidents that turned this qualifying session into a demolition derby. 8. Franco Colapinto's series of incidents. Rookie driver Franco Colapinto had a season to forget, suffering multiple crashes throughout the year. Whether due to inexperience or just bad luck, his car spent more time in the garage for repairs than on the track.
We see in Monaco through the swimming pool chicane, drivers will out for the crash damage this weekend.
Wow, just look at the debris that's gone. That's all over the circuits. That'll have to get swept up.
7. Logan Sargeant's fiery crash. Italian Grand Prix. At Monza, Logan Sargeant's car caught fire after a terrifying crash. The flames made for a dramatic scene, but thanks to the quick response of the marshals, he emerged unscathed.
As soon as possible. The last thing.
6. Alex Albon's 68G impact crash. Hungarian Grand Prix. One of the biggest impacts of the season came at the Hungaroring, where Alex Albon endured a staggering 68G crash. The sheer force of the impact highlighted the safety advancements in modern F1.
And the Williams, and we see Oliver Bearman coming to a halt on board with Alexander Albon. Oliver Bearman is ahead of us in the Ferrari, and that is Alex Albon off the curb into the Ferrari.
Albon there having his own moment, well out of control. Bearman was ahead. I mean, Albon's just had his own big tank-slapping moment and ended up hitting Bearman.
5. Sergio Perez and Carlos Sainz's collision. Azerbaijan Grand Prix. A late race incident in Baku saw Sergio Perez and Carlos Sainz tangle in dramatic fashion, taking both cars out of the points.
Massive pressure here, Harry. They've got the back marker, which could help the clear out with a bit of a tow, though.
Here we go. Long, huge speeds, getting up to well over 300. Perez in the Red Bull moves to the outside, forces his way around, but look now, Perez coming back, and there's contact between Perez and Sainz into the wall. Disaster for Ferrari.
4. Multiple red flags. Brazilian Grand Prix qualifying. Brazil makes another appearance on our list with a qualifying session that saw 5 red flags. Verstappen was a major casualty, qualifying down in 17th as chaos unfolded around him.
First interruption, the most important thing is that he is okay, and it was all
grip level's good. You see not a lot of standing water. Then you go downhill. Oh wow, on the power. Down the hill and all.
The session, this could be the moment that changes the World Championship. Not for Lance, not for Aston Martin, with Fernando Alonso. Let's listen in. A big hit into the barrier. Moment that sent the Thai driver locking wheels, spinning the car and into the barrier.
Did the brakes fail?
3. Zhou Guanyu's practice crash. Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Zhou Guanyu's high-speed shunt in Jeddah brought out the red flags during final practice, serving as a stark reminder of how unforgiving the Jeddah Corniche circuit can be. 2. George Russell's heavy crash, Australian Grand Prix. At Albert Park, George Russell suffered one of the biggest crashes of his career, impacting the barriers with brutal force. Luckily, he emerged from the wreckage without serious injury.
Into the corner. It was just simple dirty air for Russell. He was closest to the rear end of the Aston Martin and just simply did the barriers. He was actually so in place to make a slam dunk pass on the exit of that corner. But just when you're that close in a fast corner with good commitment, you're going to struggle to make it round.
Heading into Singapore last year.
1. Sergio Perez and Kevin Magnussen's massive collision, Monaco Grand Prix. And at number 1, we have the jaw-dropping collision between Sergio Perez and Kevin Magnussen at Monaco. On the opening lap, the two drivers came together in a terrifying crash that destroyed Perez's car and brought out the red flag. And there you have it, the 10 worst crashes of the 2024 F1 season. Which one shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more F1 content.
Oh, he's hit the wall. He clipped the wall on the inside.
Out for the crash damage this weekend.
Wow, just look at the debris that's gone. That's all over the circuits. That'll have to get swept up.
Cars, they've got to get the fire extinguisher on that rapid as soon as possible.
Oh, that is a big spin into the barrier for Alex Albon. And there is the Ferrari.
Now, Perez coming back, and there's contact between Perez and Sainz into the wall. Disaster for Ferrari and Red Bull.
Yeah, to bring out the red flag, and our first interruption. The most important thing is that he is...
Grip level's good. You see not a lot of standing water. Then you go downhill. Oh, wow. On the power. Down the hill and all
the session. This could be the moment that changes the World Championship. Not for Lance, not for Aston Martin, with Fernando Alonso. Let's listen in. A big hit into the barrier. Moment that sent the Thai driver locking wheels, spinning the car and into the barrier.
Did the brakes fail?
The barriers. He was actually so in place to make a slam dunk pass on the exit of that corner, but just when you're that close in a fast corner with good commitment,
Pushing up there. So one wheel escaped on its tethers, hopefully to stay inbound of the track. There's not a ground.